Welcome everyone, Farmer Cobb here. I have a special treat for you, early access to Dusty Ridges Light. This is a new mod map tour on Farming Simulator 19. Alright everyone, so as mentioned, this is a early access tour of Dusty Ridges Light. This is a map by Luke, also known as AV Logging. So currently Luke is working with Shanty Boys Map Creations to make all their forestry and crossover maps that they make. They make some fantastic stuff, but this is one he did prior to joining them. So I agreed to do an early access tour, as in general the Shanty Boys, I've never seen a bad map from them, so they do very good work. Anyhow, this is a forestry map. It has a planned release date on October 23rd. It has over 50,000 trees on it, and it will likely be for PC only. So I am in new farmer mode on here, so we hop into the screen here. There's no contracts, there's no fields, no animal pens on the map or anything like that. You start off with $100,000. Start off with $100,000, no starting loan. You don't start off with any equipment, at least at this point. It's still probably a work in progress. They may add some of that in. One sell point, just a sawmill because it's a forestry map, and then we'll take a look at the map here. So you do start off with this chunk of land up here worth $15,000. In general, the chunks are big. You can buy various chunks throughout the map. So we're up here. There's different numbered areas for different forestry points and various things like that. So what we're probably going to end up doing is hopping down to the store, take a look at that area, buy something, and drive around this map and take a look at some of the cool details. And we will, of course, do a flyover at the very end. But up here where we're at, you have a little log cabin. I don't think it's a sleep trigger or anything, but it is up here for you. I like some of the details. You got an old grill back here. Yeah, fantastic. Water point, looks like. Anyhow, and as you can see, there's some valley floors in here, so if you really did want to do farming, you absolutely could on this map. So I'm going to hop down to the store, and here we are. So, store down here, fantastic detail around the store. We're going to go ahead and buy ourselves a gator to take a drive around this bad boy. We'll get ourselves some different colors on there and whatnot. Perfect. Buy that guy. Yes. Okay. All right, so, oops. I hopped out, so that might be something that needs to get fixed there. As you can see, as I hopped out of that store using that trigger there, it put me a little bit inside there. So that will be something that'll get passed on and fixed. Again, it's not released yet. So fabulous. All right. Let's take a look here. You have, where's the sell point? There's a ATM there. Sell trigger. Here we go. So right over here, you can have your sell trigger. So I'm assuming you just pull right up in here. You should be good to go. And let me actually do this real quick. So depending on what you're looking for, if you want starting equipment and everything, you think you should start with that. It is on PC, so it's pretty easy to get the easy development controls and some money if you wanted to do that. Not a big deal if it doesn't end up having that. So really, that's not something that should stop you from playing on it. Coming over here, you got your wood sell point here. So fantastic. This is something I've seen before, this lumber mill, so very common. There's AV Logging right there, established 2019. Fantastic. But yeah, lots of good details around the sawmill. It looks like it's a working lumber yard here, so pretty fantastic. And you got your wood chip sell point right there as well. You got storage over here, so if you did want to store some vehicles here, you could easily do that. So let's go ahead and hop in our vehicle here and take a drive around. But yeah, the Shanty Boys do a good job with their maps, and I know this one isn't Shanty Boys, it's Luke, but Luke works with them on their maps. So I expect high quality stuff. And there's several different types of trees, as you'll see through as we're going around the map here. So we'll drive out this way, heading up to little forestry camp 1 or forestry area 1 up here. So yeah, oh, that was my bad. So anyhow, as you can see, there are some rolling hills. Farming is possible, but it will be more difficult. This is a map designed for forestry, so it's not necessarily designed for farming. So just something to be aware of, but still a decent map. I like it quite a bit. All right, we will head this way now. I think we'll take a right and head up here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll head up here, take a look at this point over here while I drink some coffee. And of course, lose control of my vehicle. One lane bridge, I like that. Some of the detail on there. Yeah, this thing is, look at that. That bridge looks scary. I like that. That's a very well done bridge. Gives you the impression that, yeah, it's falling apart. You need to be careful on that bad boy. All right, heading up here. I like the terrain. It really does feel like you're kind of in a forest, really. And you're on these kind of dirt roads that go various places and whatnot. But it's pretty well done. I like it. Ooh, jeez. Of course, if I'm going super fast on these hills, I'm going to definitely keep losing control. Alright, we're coming up to the next forestry point here. Just around these next couple of corners. Should use the FDR truck. That thing would have locked me onto the ground when I'm driving around on these roads. Anyhow, here you go. Another forestry section up here. Let me see here. Actually, you know what? We might just try to traverse across this way and see if we can make it. And yeah, that'll give us a better feel for some of the off-road terrain as well, and it'll save you guys from having to watch me drive over too many things repeatedly. This is a little bit, yeah, look at this. This train would be some tricky stuff. And again, also too, if you really wanted to farm it after you cleared it, you can just put in a bunch of money to landscape it down. Shouldn't be too difficult. Holy cow, look at this hill. Woo! In real life, I almost certainly would have rolled there. Alright, head up here. And up here at the top is another forestry zone. Right here is area 9, 6, 6, 9, 6. Yeah, 6. I don't know why I was reading it upside down. So we took a look over here at 1, then we headed across up to 7. Now we're down here. So we will cut down here. We'll drive up around this way, head back down, head across the bridge here, and then we'll head over, head up to 2, and then we'll check out 3 and 4 and do a flyover, I think is the plan. So yeah, there's not a ton going on in the map. It's very, very simplified, very basic, but I think it's got a good feel to it. I really do. So actually, you might even try to cut across to 5. Might as well. We did it once. All right, jump through these trees. Well, not jump, I guess. Jump's the wrong verb. But here we are up at 5. Perfect. Right here at the top of this hill. I like that mountain in the background there. I do like that, because an area like this would be very mountainous, and you'd be plucking trees off of the mountainous areas and whatnot. But yeah, it's a nice map. I like this one. I know I say that about all of them, but that's because I'm just impressed with the fact that someone can make a map. I don't have any knowledge of how to do that. I've looked into it a little bit, but definitely not something that would be something I'm probably ever going to be able to do, or even have time to be able to learn how to do. But yeah, very steep hill here. That's gonna be tricky stuff there. Here's the fork in the road. I like the little signs as you go through too, like the logging road signs and whatnot there. Signs you'd find on the logging roads, I guess I should say. And we're coming down to this, oh boy. Well, as we jump, lose control. This bridge is still in rough shape, but definitely higher off the ground, so you feel maybe a little bit better driving across this one. It's a nice open waterway. I like that. All right, coming up here, we will cut this way. Take a look at the rest of the map. And again, 50,000 plus trees on this map, so you have plenty to do. You'll never run out of forestry on here. Yeah, that's not something that'll happen. So, and actually, while we're driving about, one thing I like to do, let's go ahead and there we go. Just so we can see some of it when it's like, you know, daytime-ish. Again, here you could get a little farm going. I mean, you could do animal farms in here and do grass farming if you wanted to do that, and you know, do that, because grass work you can do usually on hills easier, I think, than crops probably in general. Or you could just use smaller equipment. I mean, it all works out. You can make it work if you want to. It is all possible. And here's area number 2. I think I just want to take a little, just heading back this way. I might as well take a slightly different route, but we'll head back to the road. Get some of the feel for the landscape, because it changes throughout here. And this area through here is a little bit, I mean, if you use the smooth tool and the landscape tool, you could probably do some decent farming and stuff on here. I know I always try to take forestry maps and make them farming, because I love the farming aspect, and I even love the clearing aspect. So, and I like to make it so you can understand a map can be used many different ways. I mean, that's just how it works, how it can go. We'll go straight here, and then we'll take that right at the very end. Yeah, see, right here, through here, it's nice and flat. Yeah, this is a nice area right here. I like that going up that hill, too, in the back. Ooh, my corner did not. This thing does not, at high speeds, have a very good turn radius. But you wouldn't expect it, really, though. Oop. There's a collision for us. Not a Farmer Cop map tour without a collision, as always. All right. I think all we have left is that, yeah, number 4 right up across the road. Which is what I'm the most curious about, because it's got those switchbacks, it looks like. Yeah, those look like... Looks like it's going to be good. Some switchbacks going up the side of a mountain, almost. Another very scary bridge. Yeah, I like this. I like this setup up here. Yeah, this is crazy this road would be. A little bit of a switchback there. Ooh. Lost it again. Pretty typical. Just I'm slamming the accelerator down. But anyhow, and here is the 4th section. And actually, one more thing I want to take a look at. Let's take a look real quick at... Actually, we don't own this land, so let's go ahead and purchase that. Why not? And I want to take a look at the landscape tool here to see what we have that we can put down if we want to, as far as landscaping textures go. So we'll take a look at that real quick. Got a dirt texture, cement, the lighter colored cement. Kind of a more rugged dirt, that's what the roads are made of here. Kind of a grassy texture, the grassy texture. Gravel, rocks, sand, and back to dirt. Yep, fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and do a flyover of this map here. Turn that on, we'll get ourselves some more speed. Yeah, from up above, that looks like it's a cool map. You can see how hilly it is over there in those sections, and then how kind of that looks like a nice. If you're going to do a farm, you'd want to do it over there for sure. But yeah, so plenty of trees. If you're really into forestry, you will definitely be busy on this map. Again, over 50,000 trees. So I like the way the edges are going on it too, because it goes up the side of the mountain before it hits the edges. So it gives you a nice feel of you kind of being in a river valley, which would be very fertile probably for farming. So if you wanted to do that, you could. Yeah, coming down here, yeah, it goes pretty deep this way. There's a lot of good features on this map, I think. I think this map has a lot of potential. And here we are, back at the sawmill store, various things there. And again, it's still a work in progress, so some of those little minor issues will get fixed pretty easily. So, anyhow, I mean, there's not really nothing on here that makes it unplayable by any shape or means or anything like that. So anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed. This is my map tour here of what do we call it, Dusty Ridges Light. So if you enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future map tours or videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.